A service at St Paul's Cathedral in London and crowds in their tens of thousands have capped the celebrations for the Queen's Diamond Jubilee. The royal procession drove through London streets, but the Queen's husband, Prince Philip, remained out of view because of illness. Here's Europe correspondent Garth Bray.
This was a day for royal celebration, religious devotion and one obvious regret. The Queen reviewed the crowds lining her route without the consort who's been beside her for all 60 years of her reign. Last seen on the Thames on Sunday, Prince Philip was still in hospital with an infection to his urinary tract. If the Queen was preoccupied with that bad news, she was giving no sign at St Paul's for a service she and her husband had worked on in detail. The Prime Minister and his wife were among the guests. Brona Key donned another Trillies Cooper creation for the occasion, topped off with a hat her daughter picked out in Paris.
No, well, I think we both feel incredibly lucky, actually, that we've been in my job at the time that we have.
John Key makes no secret of his admiration for the monarch and plans to brief her tomorrow on a constitutional review New Zealand's government will be undertaking.
I mean, there'll be obviously people that would discuss whether New Zealand should become a republic. The Queen's always said that's a matter for the people of New Zealand to decide, but my sense of it is that they're not looking to make a change anytime soon.
Support for the monarchy in Britain is running at over 80%, according to one reputable poll. You get some sense of the devotion people have to monarchy here just by looking at that crowd, and consider that we passed them queuing up to get inside here to Buckingham Palace's forecourt 3.5 hours ago so they could watch that service on the big screen where people have been camping outside St Paul's Cathedral since last night to catch a glimpse of the Queen on this, the last day of celebrations for her Diamond Jubilee. It's not all hardship. We found one New Zealander waiting in line for fish and chips and the royal arrival.
I think the last 12 months have been a real boost over here, having the royal wedding and then having the Jubilee as well. There's been a lot of Union Jacks around, I think more bunting than I've ever seen in my whole life, so I think, yeah, there's definitely still momentum behind it.
There was a little bit of a slump when Diana died, but she's really done a superb job, and you can see by the amount of people that have turned out over this weekend that she's very well loved.
He and wife Christine had tickets as well to the Golden Jubilee in this same spot. It's anyone's guess if they'll manage a Platinum Jubilee. The Queen would be nearly 96 by then. Yet, watching her on duty for the past 4 days, you simply can't rule that out. Garth Bray, One News, London.